Now then, people, it is Joe, All Leeds TV, and it is time for your Leeds United versus Bristol City post-match reaction. Well, same old, back to as we were. I mean, absolutely buzzing. Pablo Hernandez, 1 game, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 man of the match performance. Me personally, I'd have liked to have given it Forshaw. I thought Adam Forshaw had an absolutely barnstormer of a game today. There was one chance early door, maybe should have played in Harrison. But other than that, I don't think he put a foot wrong. Some of the balls, him and Click, were pinging out to the left-hand side to Jack Harrison, was unreal. I mean, it couldn't have got much better for Leeds United for an opening day fixture. Look, Patrick Bamford scores a goal. Pablo Hernandez, back to his best, goal, assist, man of the match. Jack Harrison, who we've all been waxing lyrical about in pre-season, scores a goal. Forshaw, Click, absolutely bossed the midfield. First half pack, Brownhill didn't have a sniff. Absolutely buzzing. Great performance from the team. I mean, the lineup, I think a lot of us were disappointed Costa wasn't involved. I seen it happening. I think the one thing that I will say about this, look, there was times in the first half and also in the second where KP would smash a ball out to the right to Pablo or Forshaw and Click, or even Ben White, and I'll get to Ben White, would ping one out to the left to Harrison. At them times, if Costa's in them positions, things are happening. We've seen when he came on late on, he's got legs for days. He'll run at full-backs in this division and cause absolute carnage. So, believe me, when he gets in that side, Leeds will get even that little bit better. I think, yeah, lineup-wise, obviously, the last time out, I thought lineup-wise, we were decent. Kiko, Dallas, Cooper, White, Douglas, KP, Click, Forshaw, 8 and 10. Pablo right, Harrison left, Paddy up top. Last time out, look, it was 1-0 at Ashton Gate. 3-1 this time. Bamford on the score sheet then. I did say before the game, if anyone has watched on the watch along, it's since we were back in the Championship, it's been 11 wins we've had over Bristol City. It's more wins by one club over another than anyone else in the division. You could say it was a poor omen. I mean, Leeds United haven't lost a game in August for the last 2 seasons, and it's the first time since Simon Grayson that our manager has been in charge for back-to-back campaigns. And continuity was key today. You look at all these other teams, Fulham, Cardiff, Swansea, Stoke, all these other teams that are sort of like, Stoke have got a new squad, Fulham, Cardiff, they've all come down. It takes a while to adjust. Continuity was key today. We just started from where we'd left off, if you know what I mean. We played really, really well today. I was absolutely buzzing with them. I thought Bristol City Casey Palmer for me was pretty decent. But until Patterson came on and Eliasson, I thought they were pretty poor. I mean, Casey Palmer was decent, but every time Bentley got that ball, because of the press from Leeds United, because he couldn't pick out easy balls, he was resorting to hoofing it, and it kept just bouncing off Jeju. The odd time he did get it, it didn't really come to much. And that was one of the things we discussed with the Bristol City fan, was Jeju was isolated at times, and he still looked isolated at times for me. I thought Casey Palmer, as I say, played pretty decent. When Eliasson came on, he did start to cause problems. Patterson caused problems. Maybe if it had started with that lineup, it could have been a different game. They did have an opportunity, I believe, when we were 1-0 up. And I want to shout this out because I know people will get on Kiko's back, and he came out a few times, and there was one, I think, with Jeju, it might have been, and he it's the same old with Kiko. He's not going to change. That's what we're going to get throughout the season. But there was one opportunity. I think Brownhill's the one that he saves. But if you watch that back, the ball that gets pinged in from O'Dowda, it was going to land on Jeju's head. And it was perfect for him to just put it in the back of the net. But Kiko gets the faintest of touches that takes it away from Jeju's head. It's then, I think it's Wainman who knocks it out to Brownhill, and he takes an effort at goal. And it's saved from Kiko. So I thought Kiko played really well at times today. People might shoot me, but I thought he's had a good game. But to our goal, let's talk about Pablo's goal. Actually, before that, let's talk about Ben White. Ben White, for me, was absolutely unreal. And this is what I was saying to people. I know it's only 1 game, but he could be better suited to the style of play than what Janssen was. early parts of that game, I thought he did really well against Jeju, who's a big unit. There was times when he'd make interceptions, play lovely balls into the centre of the park to a Click or a Forshaw. I swear he even pinged a few over to Harrison out on the left. I was really, really impressed with Ben White, and I hope you were too. Again, as I say, I was impressed with Forshaw. But let's talk about that goal. Look, it gets pinged out to the left to Harrison. And this is what will happen a lot this season for me. Harrison goes to see if he can beat Hunt, decides against it and plays it back to Douglas. We will see that combination so much this season. Harrison, Douglas, Harrison, Douglas. Normally, Douglas might ping it in with his left foot. Maybe Bamford gets on the end, but at this time, he checks it back and plays it to Forshaw. Now, Forshaw plays a ball into Pablo. Now, Pablo, I mean, the finish is unreal. But Bristol City defence, they don't get out to him quick enough. If you watch that ball back, he sort of fumbles it a bit. But because Callas or Moore don't get out quick enough to him, he's given time to turn. And when Pablo's got time in the box, regardless if he's backs to goal, it's an absolutely scintillating finish. Bentley's got no chance. No keeper's got any chance. It's 1-0 and it's in the top corner. Absolutely unreal. I thought, as I say, first half, Forshaw and Click absolutely just pressed from minute one and negated the threat of Brownhill and Pack. I mean, they did have a few opportunities early doors. I know Adam Pope mentioned it. I know a few people mentioned it on the watch along. The left-hand side, Barry Douglas was quite out of position a few times. We've seen that last season, but he was attacking a lot. I'm not going to hammer him for that. And look, we won the game 3-1. So it was a good game. And as I say, I thought Forshaw was really, really good. At times he had efforts at goal. He said after Cagliari he wants to add that to his game. We could see goals from him. There was a few where they were just whiskered wide. I mean, I don't know if you've seen, there was even some little deft flicks round the corner to Harrison and to Click. I thought Forshaw was unreal today. Obviously 2-0. The goal from Patrick Bamford, absolutely buzzing for Patrick Bamford. You know, I'm just I don't know what to say. I mean, even on the watch along, people were hammering. People were saying, someone said after 10 minutes, you can tell Bamford's playing because you'd have heard Roof's name by now. Well, why does it matter? Just because you don't hear it all the time. I thought he played really well. He ran the channels. He gave Moore and Callas something to think about. He was tough. He was putting his body in. I thought he played. I thought he played really well. And as I say, I was absolutely buzzing. I think it's the corner that comes in, and I think it's O'Dowda that heads it out, and it falls to KP. Now, a lot of players in that position might think otherwise. You know, they might take a touch, might look towards goal. Not KP, not Leeds United. So quick, bang, plays it out to Pablo, who, as I say, when it gets played out, he's met by O'Dowda and he just manages to nick it round O'Dowda, I think it is, and he plays a lovely death chip, and Bamford across goal meets it, bam, 2-0, and absolutely buzzing for Patrick Bamford. As I say, I couldn't watch it with the sound on because I was doing the watch along, but I hope people were chanting his name. And then it's game over. It isn't even enough game over. They were losing legs at that point, and we go on to score a third. As I say, you could see if you watch that third back, they're on the break. Pablo intercepts it and plays in Dallas, and Dallas is able to run from inside his own half, all the way into the opposing box. He plays a lovely cutback pass to Click. You can forgive Click for having a go. He was always going to. He has a go. I think it comes out to Hunt, and Hunt, it deflects off Hunt straight into Harrison's path, and it's a goal. And like I say, perfect day for Leeds United. Pablo, man of the match, goal, assist. A goal from Patrick Bamford, who he's been getting a bit of a tough time, and he scores to make it 2-0. And then Jack Harrison, who we've all been raving about in pre-season, the goals are just coming up now on the screen as I can see, gets one to make it 3-0, and Leeds, as you were, smashing it. I had people commenting, I had Dora on tour comment on the stream saying, I'm not looking forward to playing Leeds next week. But it is only game one, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've learned that from last season. We know what happened, but you know, 18 attempts on goal, 4 on target as opposed to 13 and 3 on target from Bristol City. 59% possession, 6 corners as opposed to 4. We were just better across the park today. Bristol City, until the changes were made, just couldn't deal with us. And one massive thing as well, what you've got to take into consideration compared to last season, you know, we were able to bring Helder Costa on the pitch. Helder Costa came on for Click. Even Alioski, who played all but a couple of games for us last season, is now coming off the bench. Leif Davis came off. We've got depth there. I know a lot of people will disagree, but I see that we've got depth. The young lads have got better. I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't keep the clean sheet. Bristol City score. I think Wainman beats Pablo to the punch, and he sort of it pegs it towards goal. Kiko probably could save it, but I think Cooper and Douglas are just in front, and maybe could have blocked it. But it is what it is. 3-1, absolutely buzzing, over the moon. If you haven't watched the watch along, please do. If you've liked this preview and you agree, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share and subscribe. Make sure you check Conor and Oscar's out. And for any prospective sponsors out there, as I've explained many a times, we are looking for sponsors. If you'd like to get involved, you know, please get in touch. Just DM us on our social medias. But guys, absolutely buzzing. I'll see you all tomorrow for Monday Night Football. What a game. Leeds are back. Dare we say it? Dare I say it? But, you know, watch this space. I'm absolutely over the moon. And thank you for tuning in. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.